Well, hi gamers, and welcome to this week's Sunday-Funday, where we are playing a game called Calyx. This game is a mix between an RTS and a base builder, very much like the old Creeper World game. The enemy is essentially a fluid. You have to hold a defensive line, work on a bit of production, and you have to slowly push back the enemy. It is a really fun game. It does take a bit of getting used to the currency and the economy. Once you get a hang of it, it's really cool. You can build a defense, build a force to push back this evil Calyx. So, without further ado, let's jump on in. And we are back on Sunday-Funday. It's been a hot minute since we last did a Sunday-Funday, but I thought we'd return with Calyx. What is Calyx? Well, as if a RTS and a game like Creeper World essentially had a love child and made its own modern version of Creeper World. If you ever play Creeper World, it's a great game. It's like a fluid-esque RTS where you're fighting against a fluid enemy that gets stronger over time. Really fun game. Calyx, you can find this on Steam. There will at least the demo can be found on Steam, which will be down in the description below. So we're going to be playing the example level today. So we click on the example level. It will drop us straight into this. So it'll give us a load of lore here. I'm not too fussed about this lore. When this game comes out, we will probably come back and play this and do a full campaign of it. But here, so this is the map. So you start off with the hub here, which this just here, it gives you a little bit of instructions here. The Calyx is essentially like a fungus tree-like thing. Comes from, there's a green one over here, one pink one over here, and a green one here. The pinks are a lot more aggressive than the green. So we're going to start just in this corner down here. I have seen a lot of people play this. It does look fun. And I have dabbled in it once before I recorded this. Just because I thought, let's see what this is all about before I record. There we go. You start off with some gunners. So you build defenses before the Calyx reaches your base. Pause the game to get more planning time. Build heavy weapons to combat the denser Calyx. So these guys are instantly going to go over to this Calyx over here. Just kind of want... Actually, no, they're not. They're not. They're just going to help defend our base. So first thing we're going to do... Oh, wow, you can... I didn't realise you could do that. So we're going to build straight away. We're going to build a mine. We're going to build 1 mine, 2 mine, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then we're going to connect it to the power. Just like so. Just want to make sure they're all connected. So I don't really want to cover any of this blue with power poles. Next issue we have to deal with, because we've got power here. Now we're going to have to deal with energy. So we're going to put some energy solar panels down. Just like that. And then we can connect all of these. So I want to as well. So I'm going to have to build a defense at some point. So I'm going to have to put some down here. So now we built this. It's a very basic start. We are going to have to make some money. So you get ore by mining. These guys are mining right now. Once you've got a load of once you've got a load of minerals, you can then send them off into space. Send them off into space, and that's how you get credits or gold. So we need an ore transporter. Currently, we haven't got enough power either. So we kind of, for the time being, let's unactivate one of these. So now we have enough power. So we're creating 104 power. We're consuming 100, which makes this more efficient. You can now see on the minimap, this is all the Calyx, this kind of corruption coming towards us. They've got these vines and these like kind of roots. It grows from these vines and roots. So I'll show you later, but if you hit one of these, let's say only one of these is coming all the way to the south. If I hit one of these at the very stump, the very start of the root, it will delete all of the Calyx that's coming off of it. So it's really cool. Does kind of have like a strategic feel about it. So we're going to put this launcher just there. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put a load of power poles along here. And we're going to build a load of defenses along here as well. So obviously defenses don't actually require any gold. It's just the power poles that require the gold. So once this is up and running, we're going to... It's preparing all of this. So this should send itself, once it is full with ores, Once it sends itself, we'll then, so we only need a couple pylons to then be able to build a defense along here. So once that goes off, that is our priority, is build a defense along here. Then we want to build a defense along here, because these are 2 choke points. We only really want to fight the green Calyx for the time being. We are quite low on power, so all of these here, let's turn them off, just to get this sent, and then we can turn them back on. Because that requires a lot of power to get that into space. And that will automatically launch every time we get 100 power. So now we can build 1 more solar panel. We can build 1, 2, 3. So you can see we've got a line just there. And then you guys can now go and try and defend over here.
You got it.
Because all we're going to do now is we're going to build essentially a wall just along here. That's a bit annoying. Just going to delete all of these ones here. We can keep building this wall. And then once we've got this fully built, we'll then just be able to put some turrets on it. So my initial thought is that we need to build ourselves a initial defense, and then we can look at being aggressive afterwards. So there is a gate we can build as well. We're not going to build a gate just yet. We're going to just build defenses on this one here. 200 for a gate was quite expensive, but we are going to want this to send as well. So power, let's build ourselves some more solar. I think we can probably build 1 more there, and then we're out. The Calyx is approaching your position. Make sure you have at least a base of defense. So now we are going to turn you off. We don't want to send too many of you out, and we want any spare money. We want to move our power poles to get as close to this area over here as possible. Now we can build a couple of defenses. We can build them on the wall, and you can see where they can see. So where it's green, they have line of sight. Where it's not green, they don't have line of sight. So we want to build a couple of these actually in the wall. And you can see the Calyx getting very slowly moving over here. You can see this is being built. It should be being built. Is that... I'm not sure why it's not being built. Because I had it paused. I didn't realise I had the game paused. Silly of me. So we're going to build a very quick, hasty defence here. Now you can hear our tanks firing to hold back the Calyx over this side. And so I kind of want to have one of these, one every 2 spaces. Got 1 more there, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We'll just double up on one side. And I think that's the plan for over here. So we've got 1, 2, 3. And then we build a 4th there, and we build 1 here as well. And then this should be this side completely defended. In theory. Whether it actually lasts, I'm not too sure. You do have some secondary optional quests up here, which is finish within 60 minutes, keep all hostile coverage under 90%, and don't lose any more than 10 units. So we will be able to see later on that this pink Calyx will spawn enemies. So this is an enemy here. There's an enemy here. These will just fire at you over time. So, with that in mind, we do need to be careful that there are aggressive Calyxes we have to deal with. You don't get the aggressive Calyxes on the green stuff. You will get it on the blue stuff, on the pink stuff. So you won't get any of the aggressive stuff over here. And you want to build 1 more tower. The reason why, there is a method to my madness of why we built down here and not in the middle or anywhere else. It's because the Calyx will not cancel itself out. So I want to be under the protection of the green Calyx. I don't want the pink stuff getting to me. It just makes my life a little bit easier. You can now turn on the ore transporter. You can now send away some ores. And once that's done, so we're going to lose a lot of power, but once that's done, we're going to try and get over here as soon as possible. And then you can get other buildings like a light factory. Light factories allows you to build more tanks. You've got stuff like batteries, obviously gives you a surplus of power, which we may want to build some batteries. You do get some research later on. You can build a processing plant, which makes the mines stronger. But you can build this. There you go. Advanced Tech Center allows you to just research better tech. So this is our defense essentially completely done over here. And that was a bit of money we gained. So we want to build another solar panel. One solar panel, and then we can move 4 more of these closer. Just like that. And then this is going to send straight away as well. Once it goes off again, we'll then build another solar panel. We kind of want to mix between power and production, because obviously power is the priority. Then you can see all these roots slowly growing. These roots will slowly become too much for our little defense over here. So this should launch any second now. It's got a little bit left to go. So you guys turn you off very quickly. Turn you back on. So I believe we are making enough power to sustain everything, just not that launcher. So we want to put one more. Let's put power pole. Oh, we've got loads of room over here. Let's put one there. Then we can move these power poles even closer down here. Just like that. That will be enough for now. Now defences, we can build ourselves a gate. Once again, let's turn these off quickly. Quickly refill this. Once that's filled up, pew, it will fire. Turn the miners back on. And we can start to build ourselves some turrets. And with that in mind, we can now let's build ourselves one more solar panel. This should start filling itself back up again. And let's go back to defences. Let's build ourselves a few more turrets over here. And once again, turn this off. Have enough power, that can go. I think we're probably going to build 2 more solar panels, and we should be good to defend ourselves. So we could use the ores down here, but I don't want to overdo it with all the ores. There you go, that's another solar panel. That's another 2 solar panels. Then let's go back to our defences. And as long as we can get a fair few turrets here, because these turrets will be able to defend us. We just need to... Yeah, I think we're probably going to want to build... We won't build any more walls over here. We'll just build as many turrets along here as possible. You guys can move a little bit. Do we want to build? No. No, let's build one there. And this should all be sustainable. Let's build another turret just here as well. I'll build another one here. And I might just build... To be honest, I'm tempted just to build a wall of these turrets over this side. It will make leaving the base slightly harder. Yeah, I think this is manageable. How is it looking for this? So we do burn through the ore over time. So you can see how much is left. There's 500 left in that miner. That's okay. We can't afford another miner just yet because it costs 100. But you can see we actually almost have enough power that doesn't completely destroy our power regeneration, or our power generation, I should say. Let's give ourselves some more turrets. Just like that. Right. So you can get some mortars later on, which would be quite cool to have. And I think it's probably worth... We're going to save up to build a gate. And with that in mind, let's give ourselves another mine. Build it just there. Okay, we're out of power. Let's turn all these off quickly. With all these off, we're completely fine for power. So we might need to buy some batteries. Turn you back on. Then when that comes back down, because I think we do want to build ourselves a gate so we can defend ourselves over here. That gave us a little bit more power. Let's get ourselves 2 of the solar panels. So I wouldn't mind this just being continuously refilling and keep working. However, obviously our power is the biggest issue at the moment. But to be honest, I could just keep turning on and off the miners. Just our amount of ore we gather will significantly drop. But by the looks of it, we're holding our own. This line's holding. This line over here is holding. Just want to build ourselves a gate. Let's get this down. Can I rotate? How do I rotate? Rotate camera. Rotate building is Q and E. Build a gate just there.
Ready to serve.
There we go. No power again. Turn all you off. And once it goes. Are you going? Oh, we don't have enough. We have to bite the bullet here because we don't have enough ore. It's completely fine. So we need 600 for this one. So we might need to get ourselves another miner as well. And let's get ourselves another miner. Just to bump up the amount of ore we're getting. Then a silo. Oh, we don't really need a silo, to be honest. And this is going to start hoovering up all of the ore. Let's turn you all off for a second. Because you do have to worry about the balance between how much ore you have and how much you don't have. Okay, there we go. Let's go back to defences over this side. We want to just build a solid line of defences, just like that. And I think that should suffice, because that is enough room for our tanks to get in and out. And just like that.
Ready for action.
So I'll show you what I mean by all the creeps. So if we hit this route just here, we'll see that once you destroy the route, you see all of this disappearing. Really cool. It's so cool. You guys can come back in now. Let's turn these off for a second. Let's get that fired. And I wouldn't mind a battery. 250, that's quite expensive though. Advanced tech would be good. Light frigate factories would be ideal. And if we click on here, this is unlocks command upgrade, 20 extra commands. 20 extra commands, an extra 20, that's really useful. To have a load more commands, i.e. more vehicles, would be really useful. And all we use ore to build more vehicles. And we can then unlock stuff like the medium tank. But we would ideally want some artillery. Artillery is really strong. But for us to unlock the artillery, we do need a couple things to come into play. So the first one we need is a advanced tech factory. Costs a lot of ore, this. However, we might just turn this off. We're going to collect enough ore to turn this on. Because we're holding our own. We're strong. We don't have to worry about the too much pink at the moment. So we can just hold our own as it stands. We can then start bringing in some of these vehicles. So we can bring in one light tank. And then we can actually turn you back on. Turn off all of these. Turn them back on. So that will allow us to make 2 of these medium tanks. Once we have enough ore, that is. Turn you off as well. Because this draws a load of power. You can turn this one off as well. Once this is complete, we can then... Yeah, you can see our battery very quickly dropping here. However, that is a medium tank. You can see, let's get the medium tank a little bit closer to this Calyx down here. And see the damage it does. So I wouldn't mind another medium tank. You can see that it does a You can see the vines kind of trembling each time you shoot. It's really useful.
Ready for
These guys are going to join this force over here. We're going to get that tank out. Once that tank's out, we then start with the look. I think we might want substation would be really useful. Doubles the amount of solar power. There you go. That's that tank completed. Let's activate these again.
Always ready.
You move over here and you try and assist. So we are going to save up with this. So we want to create you. We want to send you out first. And then we just need a load of tech. And then we need a load of ore. Which, how much do we have? We have a load of ore left in these, which is perfect. Turn you back on. And when you grab the money, there we go. We now just need 600 ore. How much do we need? A silo costs a fair bit. Why did we just suddenly drop? What caused us to drop? Because our power has dropped as well. I'm not sure what just suddenly dropped our entire power. So our power is dropping quite significantly now. That's 600. I think we have enough ores. Okay, our power is no longer dropping, which is fine. You guys are just going to be team 1. And we are going to try and push out, but not just yet. So we are going to want to try and hit the central node over here. I don't think we're strong enough to take on all of this pink. So we take on, if we hit this, the pink will start moving towards us. And then this pink up here will start heading towards us. So we want to hit this node. So we need some better firepower. Which we might be able to get. So we'll grab this advanced tech center. We'll grab that there. Once we grab that tech center, we'll just see what we can get. So we can get the mortar, the artillery turret, the actual artillery itself, the mobile repair, and get the process and plant, which doubles the efficiency of the mines. Substation doubles the efficiency of these solar panels. And then what's this? Advanced solar panel. Okay. What does the advanced solar panels do? Generates twice the power of the regular solar panel. And it doesn't cost too much more. That'd be quite good to have. We don't have the money for that just yet. So we might want to turn you back on. Turn you off. So if I can get double the amount of power from a solar panel, that'd be really useful. Having something like artillery is really useful as well. We only need 100 for this. Oh, that is a lot of minerals for that as well. I think we might... Yeah, I think we're going to save this one. We don't actually need you... Or do we just go straight for artillery? That's 400. I don't think we've got enough room for that. So if we don't have enough room for that, we may have to... turn these all back on. By room, I mean the storage of ores. Because that is very expensive. 800. I don't think we can even hold that many. So we might want to build ourselves a silo. These guys turn you all off anyway. And then if we can get that, this will launch. We get ourselves the advanced solar panel. Or do we? Ooh, it's a very good question. We'll leave them on for a time being. Because I do want to increase our force we've got here. The mine's been exhausted, so we've lost one mine. We can now demolish you. Build in, we can now build another mine over here. Might be worth just building 2 mines. Let's turn you all off. Yeah, so we need 400 for that, and which is fine. So we'll probably grab the artillery next. Artillery, how expensive are you? You're quite expensive. We'll grab artillery next at least. And then we'll grab... Oh, no, actually we'll grab the advanced solar panels. So how much gold do I need for that? So we've got enough gold for the advanced solar panels. So we can turn you off. Okay, let's turn all these mines off. Turn you back on. Okay, we're going to need these advanced solar panels sooner rather than later. Let's turn you off for a second. So power, it costs 100 per power. That's fine. How many of these do I need? I'm trying to drop it to a point where we have enough power. Okay, that will do for now. And we need 500. That's okay. So the problem I have with this force here is if we start taking this out, this will just start creeping straight down. I don't think this is going to grow across fast enough. So that is going to be, well, that's my biggest problem at the moment. Which I think is quite a substantial problem. Let's buy you. With that in mind, let's turn you back on. I think we need 100 ore before we can actually start, before this starts filling up. There you go, turn you off for a second. You should start filling up in a second. That is better solar panels now created. Right, let's activate you. You can go. Okay, some reason that refused to launch on its own. Not sure why. Let's turn you all back on. Now we're going to start saving for the artillery. But I do want a lot more power. So artillery, what do we need for that? So it's 400 and we need 800 ores. Let's buy this one. Let's turn you around so it looks slightly cooler. And okay, so we need a lot more power. Oh, we should be fine. We should be okay. So we'll go and get the 400 we need for the artillery. So we get that now with all of these. You guys can turn off for a second. We're looking. How much does this require? How much does this give me? So it's plus 300. So see how much it gives me. So it's 300 now. You can upgrade them. Hang on. Oh, you can upgrade them to the next stage. That gives me 36. Right. So I need about 400. Currently these are giving me 18. So it doubles it. Okay. It's definitely worth just upgrading these as we go. Let's demolish this one. We can upgrade another. Because if we can always have a positive 400, we should be okay. There's about 430 that we need to launch this each time. Then we can now upgrade 2 more here. There we go, there's those 2 done. We can now demolish you as well. If we can get all these old ones upgraded. Because that's 400 right there. And we're not really going into a deficit. So we can get 2 more upgraded this time when that comes back down. One and 2, just like that. And that should be enough for me to be able to keep all these miners on. These only cost me 20. There's another one that's now run out of juice. We can get rid of you. And that's going to go back up. Perfect. I think we've got this. We can get another miner now. So once it's given me the money, we'll grab ourselves another miner. Just like that. We can put another miner on the other side as well. You do need more power. Power can just go sit right there. This one's now run out as well. Demolish you. And demolish you. So that means that we now need to grab this just from this side over here. And so that's sent itself off again. Perfect. Let's upgrade you. And we can now grab another mine over here. Perfect. We can now just keep that doing its own thing. Now we just need a surplus of ores now. And then we can grab some more ores from down here, which we're about to do. Another ore. Let's put you just... Put one there. Yes, okay. Now we don't really need to worry too much about this. We now just need to save up for the artillery. Might put one more mine down here. Yeah, we're going to put one more mine down. That should be us in a really good place. We're in a good place anyway. And then we just need to wait for the money to kind of appear over time. Another miner just there. It'd be good to get a artillery turret so we can start hitting back. So if we can start hitting them back, we can then expand outwards. Because I think we can destroy these walls. Yeah, we can destroy these walls. Right, how are you guys doing? Okay, you guys doing fine. We do have an abundance of money now. So do we want to try and get 5 of these medium tanks? Let's turn you on. Because you cost absolutely nothing at the moment. Yes, I think we might want to grab ourselves 5 of these. So we already got 2. Just need to grab 3 of them. So the rocket is going to keep rotating round. Or no, we're going to save up. We're going to save up for the artillery. We're just start picking these off as well. Which may mean, do we want to get a second rocket? Yeah, we'll grab ourselves a second rocket. So we can always just turn them off. And how is this looking? So we've got about to run out here. Demolish you. You're doing fine. You're doing fine. Okay, those 6 are doing just fine. Now I'll probably put 2 more just here. And these rockets can just keep rotating around. With that in mind, let's grab ourselves 3 more of these tanks. We should get paid any second now to grab another one. And then when this one goes up, we'll get our 3rd. And then we can then start saving up for these big bits of artillery. Because this might be strong enough for us to start pushing them back. And we can probably grab ourselves just 5 more light tanks as well. The light tanks seem to be good enough to hold back the basic Calyx. And we have got the ore, to be honest. The ore is dropping, but we have got it. So we can just turn one of these off. Turn you off. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be our 5. Then we can get ourselves 5 light tanks. Just need to wait for the ore to build up. 1, 2. And you should be launching in a second now. 3.
Ready for action. You got it.
Hang on, we can now cancel you. Okay, you can't cancel them while they're being made. But that should be... Ah, these cost a little bit more. So these only cost 1. There we go. That should do. And now all of our money now. I don't know why you're waiting to go. Okay, you're preparing now. Perfect. Then this will give us... It's a shame it doesn't tell me how much cost it is when it comes to the command limit. That would be something that I would like to know.
Yes.
Right, you guys are all into Team 1. Then we would want the rocket artillery and the actual artillery. I think it's more of a mortar than it is a rocket artillery. But then we can get a couple of those rocket artilleries or mortars back here behind our lines. And how close are we? So we're 400. Just a little bit more. Yeah, but you guys should be strong enough to start hitting them back. Yes, you are definitely strong enough to start hitting them back. So you guys are just going to be team 1. You guys are team 2. Team 2, you guys are just going to hit some of the routes that's slightly further away. Processing plant, good. We've got the... Okay, we don't need that either. Almost have enough for the mortar turrets.
Understood. Affirmative.
And how's all of our research? No, we're in a good place. That's going to send itself back up again. And that will be very close to unlocking the artillery.
You got it.
You can see them slowly pushing back the vines. There you go. That should be enough for the artillery now. Unlock. And that will give me... It's very expensive artillery.
Ready for action.
But it makes sense for us to push the main Calyx back and just trying to ignore that up there for the time being. So we are going to have to worry about that later. But that is definitely a later us problem. How much does it require? An extra 20 command. That's really expensive. But it's not too expensive. We might need that.
Always ready. You got it.
There you go. So that is one load of money done. So we can now start bringing in some artillery. So currently we have 15 limit at the moment for command. I want to see how much these cost per unit.
Always ready.
You guys push out.
To serve.
You guys move a little bit further out as well. As we're no longer being defended by the base, the further we push out, the more dangerous it's going to be. Which makes me think maybe we do just want to load more just medium tanks to hold back the creep. Or even the light tanks seem to be doing a well enough job. A good enough job. But we just don't have the range to hit anything back here. So that's why we want the artillery. And that's now gone up, so that's good. So we can now buy ourselves our first bit of artillery. So that's 15 at the moment. Let's see what it goes up to. Would be good to have ourselves a mobile repair. And how much will it cost for us to get this? 300. Okay, we're going to save up for the artillery turret. So that's going to be something we're going to use against the purple. Unless we build ourselves a big enough army. Which could also be a viable strat. Artillery, so that only cost 1. Interesting. So you are number 3. You make your way over here.
Understood.
We're going to buy ourselves one more of you. And so that's going to make 10 of those. We're going to buy our next load of command. Our next...
Ready to serve.
You can go over here to assist. I think I'm going to make 10 small ones. 10 medium tanks. And everything else is going to go onto the artillery.
Yes.
So our command limit should go up in a second. There we go. It's gone up by 20. So I think that's going to be the play for us.
Always ready.
Okay, you took a bit of damage there. How much will it cost? It costs 400. That's quite expensive. You can now start hitting some of these back here. So 480 and 800. That's quite expensive. We might save up for the mobile repair.
Ready for action.
You can see we just hit those vines there and how much of this is now disappearing. So my intention is that this side will start growing towards us before I hit this central one here.
Affirmative.
So if I can get this side to grow over to here, That'll make our life a lot easier, because then the pink will only attack us through this side when we push this Calyx. And oh, these guys are starting to run out of juice. Let's try and build some more miners. Let's get one there and potentially just one there. You see how much it just dropped.
Ready to serve.
This side may not grow over this side in time. Can I get the robot mobile repair yet? I cannot. Almost, but I can't just yet. But I can get another artillery in a second. What's your range like? I like the fact it does actually focus the vines. So we want to get ourselves another one of these once we can. We now actually have enough. So let's pause you for a second. We have enough to unlock this. Well, at least gold-wise. And how much does it cost? It costs 250. Okay. Yeah, we're going to get ourselves one mobile repair. You can see that pink slowly making its way down. We want this to be slightly stronger. And we've almost got enough to build this mobile repair. Good, you guys are doing quite well over here. Let's move you guys slightly further out.
Yes. You got it.
Move you away from the base. Mobile repair, perfect. Can turn you back on. And artillery. Well, let's start hitting. Let's hit this one here. Let's weaken them as much as possible. And what did we buy? So we bought this research, perfect. So you need to go up twice. Then we want to buy this to keep this force as healthy as possible.
Ready for action. You got it.
There we go. So that is a little bit more money in our pocket. And this is what we want. You definitely want to move away. So I don't want you to be accidentally sniped by a load of Calyx. And that's another rocket going, so we'll have enough for the mobile repair in a second. I think probably our next unit will probably be artillery. So we can have a little bit more bang for our buck.
Affirmative.
And this is a worry, of course. Right, that's that. Good. Right, artillery is going to go on to command group 4. And then this mobile repair will be in command group 3. So you can now hit this one here.
Understood.
There you go, that's all that taken care of. So we could, in theory, just try and snatch this down here to give ourselves a little bit more ore. And that is now complete. Perfect.
Got it.
Let's bring ourselves... Yeah, we want some more artillery, that's for sure.
Ready for action.
And we may want a defensive artillery piece as well. Right.
Ready. Ready for action.
I'll get down here. Mine's exhausted. Okay, fine. That's okay. We can live with that. Build another mine over here. Once they start exhausting down here, that's when I'm going to be... Never mind, they're starting to exhaust. Get rid of this pylon. Build one just there. We might need another miner here and another miner there. Because we are probably going to have to steal this mine down here. Which is fine. We have the minerals for it.
Ready
And And you're doing just fine. You want to hit this one back here. And that should drop. Okay, that's dropped most of that. Perfect. Right, let's see if we can quickly go and snatch this mine over here. Okay, we've got a threat detected. Let's build some of these over here.
Ready for action.
Okay, the threat is that just there.
Understood.
Okay, that did target it straight away, which is good. And apparently there's another threat now. Which is just there. You hit that threat.
Got it.
Mine's been exhausted. Where was this one? Okay, these two mines have been exhausted. Fine. Destroy. Destroy. Let's get some mines down here.
Ready to serve.
Right, okay, I'm going to need you guys to move over here now. And artillery, you are going to just hit slightly deeper.
Affirmative.
And let's turn this one on as well. Let's try and speed up because I want to upgrade all of these as well. With that, so these should both start disappearing. Preparing. Once that comes down, we'll get all these upgraded. So we try and have them all activated at once. There's a threat apparently. Okay. Let's get ourselves... Should be 2 more. 1 upgrade. 2 upgraded. Almost have enough that we can actually close this entire section down. And if we can close this down, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need 5 more, 4 more. And then these are starting to wear out, which is fine. Because we've now moved down here, which this is more than enough to sustain us for a while. Mining, let's build another miner. Then I just need 1 more. And that should hold. Is this what we wanted? We wanted this side to be a buffer. So now these guys can actually start moving up here. And you guys are doing fine. We do want to launch you. Obviously, I think they need to get above 150. Yeah, they need to get above 150 before they start using the ore. So they've got a reserve of 50. So if I set the reserve to 0, it will just launch whenever it can. I also want this reserve to 0 as well. So I want... Actually, should we put a reserve as... Let's leave the reserve about 50-ish. I do. And... Okay, that's fine. We want to upgrade the last of these. That one's going to go up, so we can now upgrade the last 2. Let's put this reserve up to... Let's put a reserve of 300 on. Yeah, 300 affects them both. Perfect. Last 2 solar panels. And now we should be able to start pushing them back. So that artillery I might leave to defend. So defending is 300 and so yeah, it's gonna be quite tight. Right, 1's up there, 2's fine. You artillery, you start hitting them as far back as that. Now I want to be able to build myself as much artillery as possible. Okay, 1 of you are broken. Let's get rid of you. And then let's keep keep hitting them as deep as possible.
Ready for action.
And then the only problem is now going to be that we are going to be pushing quite deep. So this force needs to now survive, be almost completely self-sufficient.
Ready for action.
You guys are going to move over here. You are going to start hitting them as deep as possible.
Understood.
And we're going to get a defensive artillery piece when we can afford it. So I actually might put the reserve up to 600. Let's put it up to 700. So we would always have enough to be able to buy artillery in theory.
Yes.
You guys just want to keep moving now.
Sir. You got it.
Artillery, you want to move away from the creep.
Understood. Yes.
Perfect. So we might not get this completely the match over in under an hour. But we should get close. And we should be able to start building a second force here, to be honest. Because I'm going to send these troops down here. Threat detected. The threat is that there. Fine. You okay, it's already shooting at the threat. Perfect. So we now buy ourselves 2 more. Oh,
Yes.
hopefully buy ourselves 2 more medium tanks.
Ready for
And now you can now try and push further up. And how's it going? Another medium tank. Perfect.
always ready. Yes.
Right, can you guys squeeze through here and get back down here? I think you should be able to. And now you just need to. This is getting a bit
Always ready.
over the top now. This is going to make a full
You got it.
kind of defense quite difficult.
Yes.
Okay, you guys have survived, which is good.
Understood.
And how much do I need for the mortar? Okay, that's a lot to get the mortar.
Always
I
ready.
think the mortar might be our saviour, because it should be able to keep most of this creep at bay.
Ready to serve.
And then you guys just want to come straight down.
Yes.
It is creeping quite close behind.
Ready for action.
So once these two both get up here,
Ready.
we'll then move this force upwards. It would be nice to kind of build a defense straight across here, so we have a bit of wiggle room.
Understood.
Don't think that's plausible at the moment.
Ready for action.
But if I get 2 artillery pieces, that should allow me to start doing some heavy damage.
Ready to serve. Yes.
And these guys can slowly move up.
Ready to serve.
You guys are now team... You guys team 3, your team 4, your team 2.
Affirmative.
And then you guys could start hitting the vines all the way back there.
You got it.
And hopefully this force is strong enough. Yeah, it should be strong enough.
Affirmative.
And you guys can move forward.
Affirmative.
Mines exhausted. Okay, let's get ourselves a couple more mines down here. Is this the last? Where did it say the mine was exhausted? Oh, it's over here, isn't it? Okay, let's demolish you. But you need to stay with the group. Definitely can't risk losing that now.
Understood.
But you can definitely get the Creeper World influence from this game, which is really good, because Creeper World is a really good game. There we go.
Yes.
You might be able to start hitting the core now. This is obviously a big issue. We can now get the mortar turret.
Ready to serve.
Okay, you guys... Okay, we're starting to hit that Calyx. And well, how's this looking? So we need... Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Got to keep telling myself that, but this is fine. We can get ourselves one mortar type. And we're going to put this... Put it back here. Okay, that Calyx is done. Right, quick move up here.
Got it. Affirmative. You got it.
So we're going to try and hit this. Just want to get up there as soon as possible.
Yes. Understood.
We can get up there as soon as possible. Great. And how's it looking? So we've got 8 minutes. Maybe not doable in 8 minutes. Now we're going to just populate most of our base with as many of these mortar types as possible. Yeah, because we need to start hitting this one. If we hit this one and this one, then we should be able to hit that blob really early.
Always ready.
Then once,
Ready for action.
yeah, once we start hitting this, we'll then just go straight across here to this one back here. Oh, we've got a medium tower here. Huh. Didn't realise I bought that. Build one there. Why not? Okay.
Ready for action.
You guys need to start taking on
You got it.
that. You attack that one. You attack that one.
Ready to serve.
Because this is keeping all our troops repaired. Okay, that's one down. You get into the centre.
Ready to
You
serve.
get into the centre as well.
Yes.
So we need to just start hitting these vines. You can attack that one.
Understood.
And then you attack just this one over here. This is going to be risky. I'm not sure whether this is going to be strong enough to do this. But I'm feeling if we can hit vines like that, this should dissipate a lot of the force.
Ready for action.
And you can... This should be able to be pushed back. And you can start hitting this one as well. So they managed to cut it off, which is really useful for us. Now, we should be able to now increase our defences up and round here. That could be... Okay, that's just out of range. And how's it going for up here?
Ready to serve.
This is going to be a bit tough. How's it looking for ores? Okay, you guys are almost completely out.
Always ready. Yes.
Yeah, we're going to need a defensive artillery piece.
Ready for action.
You guys can move slightly further up.
Understood. Yes. Yes. Ready to
Can
serve.
you guys... Oh, you can almost hit it.
Ready for
Come on.
action.
Just need to be able to get a little bit closer. And how far are we from getting this? Okay. Not a million miles away. This one's worn down. That's fine. Which means we can probably get ourselves a couple more. You guys... Let's hit this one.
Affirmative.
Or, if you guys move forward just by a smidge, we hit this one here on the left.
You got it.
How close are we? We've got 4 minutes. It's going to be tight. Right, that one's down. Perfect.
Yes.
Let's get everyone to move up.
Always ready. Affirmative.
Everyone to move up as much as possible. And there you go. That's now in range. Start hitting that Calyx. And I don't really need to worry too much about defending ourselves right now. Let's get ourselves some more medium tanks.
Affirmative. Understood.
And let's try and gather them all together. And you guys should be hitting this. You are hitting it. Perfect. So I quickly mute my mic there as I coughed down the mic. Nobody wants to hear that. We managed to hit that one. Amazing. Now we just need to just... As soon as this drops, we have 3 minutes to get to this one over here. It's going to be a bit difficult. I think it's doable. Another mine's been exhausted. We've got 2 exhausted mines over here. Okay, I just destroyed that one. I didn't need to. So it means we can get another power pole, couple down here. Mine in. Let's get ourselves another mine. There we go. Come on, Calyx is almost down.
Ready for action.
Should only take one more shot. The shot's in the air. Okay, one more shot. The shot's in the air again. Boom. Calyx destroyed. Let's get you guys moving.
You got it.
Let's get you guys moving over here as soon as possible.
Yes.
And last mine's been destroyed here. That's fine. And we might be able to just push straight through. Our force here should be strong enough just to go straight through. How long have we got? Ooh, we've got just over a minute. Okay. Go on, just clear out that Calyx. The artillery pieces are on their way. And you guys need to get close enough to hit that. You can see how much they're growing down here as well, which is really, really cool. I like the fact the game is like this. Get ourselves an artillery piece down here.
Yes. You got it.
Speed us up. So we're not going to do this within an hour. We're going to be close. We're not going to do this within an hour. We're gonna do the other 2 objectives at least. Yeah, there's a little bit too much down here. However, we'll try. You can see what the best time we can get. Okay, guys, I told you to attack down here. There we go. Which means you guys should be able to push down this way. You need to push down as much as possible. Okay, you're going to take a bit of damage here, but that's fine. And that is an hour has elapsed.
Got it.
And how long have we been recording for? Just over an hour. Okay, this is fine.
Always ready. Affirmative.
Right, let's move you guys slightly further up now.
Yes.
I've got a relatively strongish force down here.
Ready to serve. Ready for action.
Our life would be a lot easier if we had a 3rd artillery piece. But I think two have been able to do it.
Affirmative.
We lost another mine. It's fine, we lost 2 mines. Okay, that's not ideal. However, I think we should be fine now. 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Amazing. So we pushed them back even further.
Affirmative.
They're so close now. Almost smell the Calyx. There we go, that's that done as well. Move even closer.
Yes, understood.
Yeah, it's definitely worth having this mobile repair. Really is useful. And you are now going to be in range of the main Calyx node. Should start firing in a second. There we go. One's firing. Amazing. Now we play the waiting game. As we wait for this, I'll do my little outro. So, this game is called Calyx. It's on Steam, the demo. This is just the demo. So, the link of that will be in the description down below. As per usual, got a few other links down below. Got a link to my Discord if you want to join the community. Small community, very slowly growing. You're more than welcome to join. Got 2 YouTube links, one to Mrs Rothmers. One is her channel which does fantasy lore, stuff on Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, Witcher, Warhammer, anything along those lines. If that's what you like, feel free to have a look over there. And finally, I've got a joint YouTube channel between me and Mrs Rothmer, where we collect and play loads of different Warhammer tabletops. At the moment, we've got 2 Age of Sigmar armies, we've got 2 War Cries forces. We've also got I like that. We also have a Lord of the Rings, the battle strategy game. 2 armies on that as well. Currently building, painting, soon to be battling. That type of stuff that tickles your fancy, have a look over there. So overall, we did really well. I really enjoyed this. I loved Creeper World. Creeper World is actually probably one of my all-time favourite games. Any games that can bring back the joy of Creeper World, I love it. But we'll end this video here. Next Sunday-Funday, I'm not sure what that's going to be on next week, but obviously wait out and see. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and as per usual, peace out.